69, dude. 6.
It's 7:30 in the AM. Maybe 2:30. Not too bad. Was it 3:30? That's right. Hanoi, Vietnam, a little closer to home, but same time zone. No, it's like nice 25-ish degrees. Hey, we could only hear me. This is perfect. Good. All right. Well, if you are tuning in, or if you just want to see what's going on in Cowboys CanFan Nation, just take yourself to www.cowboyscanfan.com, and there you will see all the delicious social media accounts. If you don't want to do that because you don't like to boost people's website views, then just go to @CowboysCanFan on all social medias, and you can also, but except for on YouTube, go to youtube.com/CowboysCanFan podcast, or just search Cowboys CanFan. And I think we're probably starting to hit that Google algo now that we're going to pop up.
I think the boys can hear me now. And by boys, I don't mean like my kids. I mean
that Google.
I mean Kilo, give us a little thumbs up there if you can hear us, dog.
Kilo, you're the only way we can figure out.
We should be able to hear us.
Can you hear us in chat?
Oh, here, you just keep talking.
I'll just keep talking. AJ, did you shout out the Instagram? Instagram @CowboysCanFan. Same with the YouTube or the Twitter, TikTok, all the same @CowboysCanFan. Find it.
Right.
Oh yeah, we're live. We got our voice going. We never see. This is what happens when you take a week and a half off. There's a little bit of kerfuffle, and we kind of got
feels
through
like
it.
the biggest dry spell of us not going. I mean, to answer Ant's question. So for those of you who were on at the start, I believe it's probably only now. Crack them if you got them. There you go, Kilo.
If you got them.
You asked what's going on. We never get any kind of catch up stuff. Just been living,
Living. Livin. Livin.
No one really cares.
No one cares. We're still doing this this YouTube, and we're still doing this Cowboy thing, and you know what? We're starting to pick up. You can kind of see that just by looking at our stats. I'm not even saying this because of our stats, but you can see that people are starting to search about the Dallas Cowboys again because the schedule is out. The draft just happened. Everyone's starting to get that little bit of that they're fiending for football. We haven't had a real football game since middle of February. Everyone's starting to get that dry spell. What are you laughing about over there?
Kilo says, y'all had me feeling some type of way.
What up, brothers? What's going up, Sports Pro? But the reason I think everyone's searching right now is because everyone's starting to get that feeling that they're missing football. and we're craving it. It's like something's missing in your life. And you get the schedule release, which we're going to go through. You get the draft, which was awesome. You get all these certain things that happen that pique interest a little bit. So we're going to dive into that. We're going to go we're going to open up the schedule here, and we're just going to look through some games.
We were going to try to do this live on air, but because we've been so delayed in terms of podcasting over the last 2 weeks, I've been actually to actually answer your question, I've been away working, not in BC, so it's kind of screwed. All three of us have been away, so you know what? These things happen.
True.
Prioritize season.
We've been working out of town, so but it doesn't matter. We did fuck up by not even just. I should have even just went on and live streamed something about the schedule. In situations like that, like big drops, like big news drops, we just need to kind of weasel it together just to show face on it. But we're going to go through it right now. So the schedule was dropped on Thursday, and instantly I went and looked at two things. I went to see what obviously our opening game was, or home opener. And then I also wanted to check what are our I say our Thanksgiving Day game, but it feels like it now. I also wanted to see what the Thanksgiving Day game is because we're planning on going down to it. So I was excited to see who was playing on Thanksgiving and who was playing the week before, because we're going to try to do both those games. But we're just going to kind of go through the schedule here, and we're just going to do a quick 30-second thing on each game. Nothing crazy. But yeah, we're starting the season off on September 11th, which is a pretty important day in the United States. There's always that little bit of buzz because of what happened in 2001. You always get that. You know what I mean? We're not even American, but we were at the age when it happened. It impacted our lives.
I remember seeing it.
Yeah, it impacted our lives quite a bit also. But September 11th, 2022, the Cowboys are opening the season with who they played against last year, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay.
But the difference this time is Tampa's actually playing in Jerry's World.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that? Tom Brady's going over to Dallas to open the season against the Cowboys on Sunday Night Football, which is going to be huge.
In terms of like, how do I think, or what do I feel about
just
it?
whatever your first thought you think about that game on Sunday night, first game of the year against Tampa Bay, against Tom Brady, who has never lost to the Cowboys.
Right.
Hey, eventually Tom Brady has to come down to earth, and this might be that year.
Yeah. Everyone, for the longest time, it took 43, and I'm going to quote John C. Reilly, who plays Dr. Buss in the hit HBO Max series The Winning Time. Check it out if you haven't. And he does this little monologue about the doing no one could do a mile in 4 minutes, so the 4-minute mile, and finally someone broke it in 1953. So forever, everybody thought it was impossible to break the 1 minute, is it the 4-minute mile?
I don't know.
Anyways,
guess what? So how is that? So with Tom Brady, you think Tom Brady finally won't be able to run 4-minute mile?
I was just saying, it's the same thing. It's in everybody's head, so it's going to take that one time to break that.
Break his knees. We got to break his leg.
Break his fucking ball sack.
It's the same thing with Kyler Murray. He's never lost. In Texas. He's never lost in AT&T Stadium. Tom Brady's never lost to the Cowboys. I was actually there down at AT&T Stadium for one of the shellackings that Tom Brady gave out. AJ's getting the vape pen going, and he's feeling good about it. So we actually start off the season. We got two back-to-back games that are bangers. Week 2.
Smoke weed every day.
Week 2, we have the Bengals travel to AT&T Stadium, and anyone that knows anything, the Bengals were just in the Super Bowl. They have a very stout offense, a very stout team. They've improved this offseason so far. They actually have an ex-Cowboy, La'el Collins, manning their right tackle now. So that's going to be – we have 2 games right out of the gate that we possibly could finish – we could start off 0-2. I'm not saying AJ, are you like showering over? Yeah. Oh, he's getting some drinks or something.
He's popping that Chang.
Yeah, son. Get that shit in you, son. But
no chong.
So starting off 0-2 would be terrible. We have to win one of those. We have to win one of those games.
Yeah.
Bengals.
I think we I think we have a better shot at beating the Bengals than we do the Bucs.
Really? The Bucs got way worse.
This is what I think. I think we have yeah. game one of the season, Tom Brady's going to be a little bit rusty. He's going to have a little bit of a sore shoulder from all that Botox that they're pumping into it. And I think we do have a better chance of winning against those shitty Bucks.
I think Bucks. The reason I think Bucks, they don't have Antonio Brown, obviously. Godwin might not be ready for the season. No one knows what's happening with Gronk. Leonard Fournette's coming off an injury. Like, they have a lot more question marks. They're not that same team. And we only lost because Greg the Leg sucked a wiener, right? Yep. Like, we should have pop him if you got him. We should have beat the Bucks week 1 last year, and I think we're gonna this year. Anyway, so Bengals, Bucks, 2 tough games. Then we got our first divisional game at in New York, September 26th. I mean, the Giants have got a bit better. But this next 2 games, divisional games with the Giants and we are Commanders. I think we should be able to right the ship, even if we start out 0-2. Yeah. We should be able to right the ship and come out at 500.
Newsflash, asshole! Our whole division got a little better.
Without a doubt, they did. All 3 teams got better, but we swept the division last year. Probably not going to happen again this year. That's not easy to do in the NFL with the parity in the NFL with how the structure's set up with free agency and the draft style. It's tough to do that twice. But if we do end up starting off 0-2, our best way to right the ship is to then play against New York and then the Commanders.
Yeah. Man, chat is going off. I can't even keep up with chat right now, but Dallas Cowboys Chris and 21 Armando 21 are in the house.
What up, guys? What's shaking?
What up?
That was one thing. If you haven't checked out our Vegas vlogs, check them out. You see
we got to throw that sticker up too.
You see 21 Armando 21 and Dallas Cowboys Chris in the house. That's some fresh stick action from 21 Armando 21. And then here's
21 Armando 21. The number's so nice, you gotta say it twice.
And then here's a nice little group shot that it was us, Dallas Cowboys, Chris, 21 Armando.
This was at 4 a.m. in the strip club. Hookers and cocaine was flowing. It was like 10 a.m. at like this cool little breakfast place. Yeah. So literally the exact opposite of what I just told you. Yeah. A game that we have talked about possibly going to.
What's up, boys?
Yeah, what's up, guys? Fucking love that you guys are in the chat. BW1's gonna be. Are you able to see? Or can you read that?
I can't read it.
You can't read that?
No, I gotta switch it.
Yeah, you got to get it up there because I'm trying to read chat over there and I can't see a fucking thing.
Bro,
son.
I got it, kid.
But a game that we had also talked about going down to, I don't know if it's going to work still or not. We'll still have to talk about it, is this Cowboys-Rams, October 9th at 1:25 p.m. It's easy for us to get there. It's a cheap flight. The game itself probably won't be cheap. I've already kind of looked at tickets. It's looking expensive. Again, we play the second team, the Super Bowl winning team 3 weeks after we played against the Super Bowl runner-up. So this talk about how easy our schedule is kind of fucking grinds my gears a little bit. Like, you got the Bucks who won the you got the Bucks who won the Super Bowl 2 years ago, week 1. You got the Bengals who were in the Super Bowl last year, and then week fucking what is that? 1, 2, 5. You got the Super Bowl champs. Yep. So you're playing against two last Super Bowl champs in 5 fucking weeks.
Yep.
And I wonder if this has anything to do with it, since we play our own division twice.
That's what it is.
All four of our teams in the division were the easiest schedules.
That's 100. AJ, you said it. That's the whole reason that our strength of schedule, and you look at the rest of the NFC East, their strength of schedule is so weak because the rest of the East wasn't that good last year. The Eagles were decent. They made playoffs. But the Commanders and fucking New York weren't that good. So obviously it's going to, on paper, the opponent we played last year with as them is going to come out easy this year, but that's not how the NFL works. No. So then after the Rams, we got the Eagles here. We'll kind of speed this up a little bit. We'll just kind of say Eagles, win or loss. Win or loss. We'll just ask you guys, win or loss. Win. It's in Philly. I wonder if Philly sports guy is going to be there. Probably. Oh, he's got to have season tickets, Philly sports guy. So AJ,
filthy?
Yeah, filthy. So you're saying Eagles is a win October 16th. The Lions, I'm hoping it's at AT&T Stadium. That should also be a win. The Bears, another, like on paper, we should win. If you guys think anything else or have a take, just say.
No.
Cowboys at Packers, they're kind of touting this as a big game, which I kind of find annoying.
That's week 10, so it's that's the Packers is week 10.
11, I believe. No, I don't.
It doesn't say it there, but I think,
I'd have to count.
I mean,
and I'm not going to.
Right now, I feel we have a good shot against the Packers. But again, because it's you're looking at it mid-season, anything could happen those first few weeks.
I'm just watching AJ, and he looked like Chris Angel, mind freak, trying to escape from a straitjacket. Dude, the funniest thing, draft story. So at the draft, just before the second day, before the first picks, they had Chris Angel hanging from rafters, and he had to escape from a fucking straitjacket. And everyone in the crowd, it's like 35 Celsius, like 90 something Fahrenheit. Everyone's like, we don't fucking care. I'm like, man, they really don't know their audience here.
Oh, it was every time a magician showed up, everyone was just like booing it. And
what was the other thing they booed? It was just that old dude that went on a rant. Remember? He was like up there. He was announcing one of the picks.
One of the guys from Minnesota's, I don't know, 1960 winning champion team or whatever. He was up there. He was a coach for a couple of teams. And he was just rambling on, and then we were like, "Oh, where's the Oscar?"
The Oscar music was gonna come on,
and then someone came out and said, "Like, motherfucker, you gotta
you gotta get." And I was like, "Holy shit, this old dude does not give two fucks."
He didn't give it. He actually did not give.
So then here's the meat and potatoes of the schedule for us.
Okay,
Cowboys, Vikings.
Yes,
and that's we're doing the Cowboys.
Cowboys, Vikings, Giants, Cowboys. 2 games in 5 days, boys.
Did you turn it down though?
I don't know if he turned it down. I heard it at the start, so I just went for it.
No, I kept it going.
It hit hard and then it went away.
Yeah. He you hit it and then you hit it and then you quit it.
Cowboys, Vikings, Giants, Cowboys. 2 winnable games, also 2 losable games.
Yeah.
You know, and I know everyone, Cowboys fans get pretty disgruntled on Thanksgiving because we've had some tough luck on Thanksgiving the last decade or so, but man, would that just lick my butthole if we went into the Vikings.
But if you're in this chat right now and you're looking at any games to go to, Cowboys CanFan will be at Cowboys in Minnesota versus the Vikings, and then we're gonna fly over to Dallas for the Thanksgiving game. So we're gonna do those 2 games in that 1 week.
And then you know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna live in Fort Worth or Arlington for 10 days, and then we're gonna hit the December 4th game.
And then Kilo C's gonna let us stay at his house.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Houston. We're gonna chill with Kilo for a bit. And hey, actually, funny thing, the following week we do play the Texans.
Oh yeah. So JJ the Mime saying he said something earlier, and I was gonna mention it while you're on right. He goes, guys, it might be the year of Dallas sports. The Stars are winning right now. The Mavericks are blowing out the Suns. Do I smell a Dallas NFC championship for the boys?
We hope so.
And then he's going on saying, NFC.
Who do you think? What team are we going for? The Cowboys are in the Super Bowl contention every single year.
I say it every year. Super Bowl champs, 2022, baby. Pencil it in, son.
Hey, and this does go along with this. Just funny how some people, one person specifically online there just did not understand. Like, you just rattled off win on the story schedule.
Oh yeah, people take it so seriously, right?
People take it so serious. It's called satire, you dumb fucks. Do I honestly think the Cowboys are going to go 17-0, win a couple playoff games, and then win the Super Bowl? Yes. Yes, I do. See, I'm joking again. And if you guys actually thought I was serious, I would question your guys' mental capacity. And a lot of these, that's the thing. A lot of the guys that message that kind of shit, and it's not even just opposing teams. A lot of Cowboys fans say it. They're like, bro, like, you're being a little optimistic.
I
like,
know.
Maybe 11-6. It's like, dude,
it's like this.
Come on, man. Use your fucking brain.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
Hey,
Fuck yourself.
There's times to take football serious for sure. And then there's the rest of the time we should just like
make a
have
joke
fun with
out
it.
of it. And that's the whole point of the satire type of comedy, because you can actually use how serious people are about this shit and kind of poke fun at. I mean, they don't even realize you're poking fun at them when they comment, right? Like they think I honestly think the Cowboys are going 17-0. So every comment that somebody messages like that, I kind of just laugh. I'm like, fuck, got him. Got him. So then Cowboys Jaguars. I was kind of disappointed with this one. I think he had we're not hearing your.
Hey, Alex, you turned something down. Nate Dogg's just showing up.
Adam,
hey, Dog, what's up?
I think it's this.
It might
I
just be
can't.
us.
No, it's not. It's
I can't. No, but I can't just turn it down. Like, why would I turn it down mid fucking
I think
audio?
it's just a connection, and I bet you it's sounding fine
Could be.
over the. Doesn't matter. We're moving past it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Cowboys Jaguars. Moving past it. Cowboys Jaguars.
But I will say this:
Cowboys Jaguars.
Kilo C says that we can stay with him in Houston, and then Dallas Cowboys Chris said he's 5 minutes from AT&T Stadium. So
fucking right.
I see a lot of like.
We're networking.
Texas style live on location podcast.
So
with some special guests.
Are you guys trying to get AJ to live with you? Because he won't leave.
Yeah. Guess what? AJ won't leave. He'll show up.
That'd be awesome.
I can work. I work from wherever my computer is. So
hey, Kilo, if Adbest ever does that again, I'm gonna shank him. There's your prison talk. For the episode. So Cowboys Jaguars, I was a little bit disappointed that this is going to be in Jacksonville because I think us going to London for NFL UK experience would have been pretty sweet to do. It's not good for the team because obviously the team has to travel across overseas and you get jet lag going there and jet lag back. So it's not ideal for the team.
Sorry, wait, that's the Jaguars Cowboys there in London?
No, it's not. That's why if you were listening, I said.
Hey, guess what? I wasn't listening, by the way.
I'm saying the reason I'm mad is.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Shut the fuck up. Kilo's about to get that.
I heard that.
Talk. He's about to get that prison talk, son. This isn't a tattoo pen or a device. This is to stab you in your liver. So after that game in Jacksonville, which would be sweet to go to, there we got ourselves Christmas Eve
cast.
Live cast.
I can't wait to tell my wife that.
Yeah, it's not Christmas.
Can't wait to tell my wife that.
Like, if anything, that's when you should be with family.
And guess what? She just knows.
Exactly.
Hey, you know what I didn't like telling my wife on December 24th last year? You had COVID, and I was with you the day before. That also sucked to say. So you owe me.
Yeah, but if you guys would stop kissing all the time, then this wouldn't be an issue.
Can't stop us. So we haven't been saying wins or losses, but let's finish off with these 3 games. Eagles, Cowboys on Christmas Eve. Is that a big dub?
Oh, yeah.
What's the score?
I like to say yes.
I need a score prediction.
You need a bold prediction here.
Give me a bold prediction.
Before, you know how I
Write
know
it down.
Alex, you know how I know Alex used my favorite pen? Because it's the clip is broken off. So bold
Yeah, because I
prediction.
fidget. I'm a fidgeter.
Bold prediction.
Christmas Eve bold prediction. We're already golden.
What was
going for
Alex's wild predictions? What did he call it? Wild predictions?
I don't even know.
Anyways, bold predictions, Xmas Eve. Okay, Alex, you hit first, dog.
On the PC, I had the PC Cola saying. My prediction is going to be 2024. We're going to hit 24 points on the 24th of December. Cowboys win. Woo!
That's bold.
What did he just say?
He said
win?
Cowboys win.
Wait.
Cowboys win.
Were you sorry?
I think if you
We're
said
doing
we
bold
won,
predictions.
Yeah, if you said we won by 24, that'd be bold.
Cowboys win, and what's your
Yeah,
score?
lock it up. We win by 24.
He's just saying Cowboys win on Christmas Eve by 24. I like it. That's bold. Do you got one? Because I got one.
I'm not going to give you a score.
Crack 'em if you got 'em, son.
If you got 'em.
Get 'em in, you kid.
Or if you're in Vegas, Ansel say, "Crack 'em if you got it, baby."
Yeah, I don't know. I guess Vegas, baby. I just couldn't stop saying baby.
I'm gonna say my bold prediction is that we win.
You guys give up or you're thirsty for more?
And T Diggs is gonna get 2 interceptions.
T Diggs, 2 interceptions. Crazy. I'm gonna say Dak Prescott throws for 7 touchdowns and brings a Christmas Eve miracle to Cowboys fans everywhere.
Dak throws for 7 T's.
7 TGs. Touchdowns. Okay, cruising right past that. We're gonna.
I can't even
that's
read my
good.
own fucking writing.
The last two games, Cowboys Titans and Cowboys Commanders. So I guess the schedule, the second half of the schedule doesn't seem as hard as the first.
Sorry about that.
Whammy, right? The first half doesn't seem, or the second half doesn't seem as bad as the first,
No.
in my humble opinion. So now we're gonna see what those bozos over at NFL.com think. 2022 NFL win total projections. NFC, Bucks, Rams, Packers lead conference. Eagles dethrone Cowboys.
It's like Dallas is
Get out of here. Get the fuck out of
So
here.
one, Cynthia Freeland, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth before you get fired from NFL.com. Because one, that is not happening. And 2, well, let's see what she gave us. Crack them if you got them, kid.
If you got them.
So they're saying Tampa Bay. I'm just gonna cruise down right to the boys here. Let's see what So she's saying the Eagles are dethroning the Cowboys with 9.8 wins. So what the hell is
10 wins?
So well, yeah, technically, but 9.8 is 9.6. So technically, if math is math, you're actually rounding up. So I need to know who has the divisional or that does show win. There's no way we have less than 10 wins. Sorry, I'm saying it.
And yeah, Cynthia's letting her analytics get in the way of her decision making because what she saw is that 74% of people hate the Dallas Cowboys. So she's like,
clickbait.
I'm going to write an article. Yeah, because you either get all the Cowboys fans, which is a large volume of people, or you can shit on them and get everyone else who watches football, no matter what team they are, they will probably 9 times out of 10 say, "Oh, I hate the Dallas Cowboys."
Well, and that's with saying that in Vegas, you could see people playing to the crowd with that.
Man, every person
announcing.
Every single time someone would say Dallas, though,
yeah,
Dallas Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? It would be boo.
No, but yeah, they would either, like Alex was saying, they'd either be on the Cowboys bandwagon or they would be someone like, oh yeah, get a load of all these Cowboys fans here, and then everyone would be like boo, and then Adam would almost get bottled, and I'd have to dive over a table to protect his pretty face. Didn't happen every time, but 66% of the time it happened every time. So I'm gonna read what Cynthia Freeland had to say. The Cowboys have a pretty nightmarish start to the season, which we did say, hosting the Bucs and Bengals over the first 2 weeks. The game I have circled on the schedule, however, is Week 10's trip to Lambeau. Dallas immediately follows up its Week 9 bye with a homecoming of sorts for Coach Mike McCarthy, who faces his old team and quarterback for the first time since joining the Cowboys. I don't think that game's like as scary as everybody else thinks it is.
But she didn't really like. Oh, I get. Okay, sorry. She's referencing that it is going to be a nightmare of a game.
Okay, so then give me this. You can't. The media can't have this narrative that the Cowboys have a shitty start to the season and then we have an easy schedule. Which one is it? Pick one or the other. Pick one or the other, right?
Say it one more time.
Well, you get this
again. I wasn't listening. I was reading this again.
You get this narrative that the Cowboys have an easy schedule.
Yeah.
Yet her main reason for the Cowboys not winning the division again is because they have a shitty start to the season. So what is it? You got to pick one or the other. And I'm gonna watch for her future articles so that I can do nothing about it.
I don't think it's that. I mean, it's been long enough that it shouldn't be scary for Mike McCarthy. And honestly, it's not the same team.
Not even close to the same team.
Not even the same team.
No Devontae Adams.
No Devontae Adams. Like honestly, that's why I was saying it's too hard to say right now that Week 10 is going to be. You need to see how the teams are progressing in at least the first 5 games.
Yeah, I agree.
I think this.
Mm-hmm. No, you go ahead. You fucking were cutting me off, you fucking asshole.
Did it?
Sorry, I didn't mean to say
it. I planned it.
You said I was going to say, what's the Packers games leading up to that? How's their season?
Don't care about the Packers, so I haven't even looked.
Exactly. So who gives a shit?
This is what I was
TBH.
Like,
tell me.
Which we're past it now. But what do you remember? What team was on the top?
Yeah, we can go right back. Look at this. We ain't past it, son. We're right back at it. So we got Bucs, Bengals.
No, on that list, on Cynthia's list.
Oh, it was
on
the
Cynthia's
Bucs.
hot guy list.
It was the Bucs. It just went by.
Number 1.
The Bucs went. Los Angeles Rams. So it was the Bucs, but I don't think it's in order because you got 11.7 there, and then so it is. So the Bucs, the Rams, the Green Bay Packers.
How the fuck do you have Green Bay number 3? Like Green Bay, all Green Bay did was downgrade from last year.
And you know what's funny? You know what's funny about this though? The Cowboys literally play every one of these teams.
Yeah.
So how is our schedule considered easy?
I know.
Drives me nuts.
You know why? Because they have the that whole
and then
schedule ranking is based off of last year's win-loss percentage of the way.
And that's what
100%.
Yeah, a sports app 2.0 made a good point.
I see what you did there.
He was saying that he feels that when the Eagles are going to take the division. He feels like it's basing it too much off of last season,
100%.
or the latter half of Eagles season.
And I hate defending the She-Gulls. look how smart I am. I
That's
said
like those,
She-Gulls.
it's like if you haven't checked out the video that we posted today, Anth versus some Niner fans. It's like they could only hit us back. They could only attack us by saying "a" the whole fucking time. That's like people saying cowgirls,
which I don't really say "a" that much. But the same thing with
technically you probably wouldn't know because we're Canadian.
True, but saying the She-Girls, I'll just never say it. Like I'd rather just call them
shitty Eagles.
Shitty, I don't know.
Shitty Eagles.
I just have to call.
Am I right? Look at these guys.
So the next article we got here is the NFL schedules gave the Cowboys a possible advantage in extra time rest for games. It's almost like they want Dallas to do well. So this obviously is SB Nation, and it's actually Tom Ryle, and he's with Blogging the Boys. So he is a Cowboys fan. So he is biased, and he's still saying that possibly we got an edge. The reason he says that is the days after the release of the NFL schedule has traditionally been a time for Dallas Cowboys fans to bemoan the inequities that inflict on their team. There was a stretch around Thanksgiving they have faced for several years when they have been scheduled to play consecutive Thursdays as a sop to Thursday.
Too many big words. Too many big words.
I know. What is this? Listen to the article. Is it like a speech to text? Can you hit that play for a second?
Yeah, let's do it. Are we listening?
NFL schedulers gave the Cowboys a possible advantage in time to rest, blogging the boys.
Wait a second here. That's not the actual guy, right?
I don't know.
There's no fucking way that's the actual dude.
Just play it for a sec.
And then
This is him reading it.
Watch The Kids in the Hall. Only on Prime Video.
We got
The iconic sketch comedy
it's 'cause you
series
paused
The
it.
Kids in the Hall returns with the
God
full
damn it.
original
Actually, how do you
cast for a
hang
new
on? Just let
season.
it play.
You gotta
How
play.
With the original champions of the Misfits.
How do you
Mark
feel about
McKinney,
that, Alex?
Bruce
That
McCullough, Dave Foley, Kevin McDonald,
Alex was
and
a
Scott Thompson for some
big
hilarious
Kids in the Hall
fun.
fan.
I didn't even know they were doing this. I'm kind of excited for it. It's gonna suck.
It's
not gonna be
on
good.
Prime. It's on
Watch The
Prime.
Kids in the Hall. Only on Prime
Is it good?
Video.
I haven't watched it yet.
Okay, let's hear this robot fuck.
The days after the release of the NFL schedule has traditionally been a time for Dallas Cowboys fans to bemoan the inequities inflicted on
That's
their
generated.
team. There was the stretch around Thanksgiving they have faced for
Or it's
several years when
transcribed.
they have been scheduled to play consecutive Thursdays as a sop to Thursday night
As a
football,
sup.
awkward placement of the
As
bye
a
week,
sup.
and going into games with less rest than their
We
opponents.
need to figure out if this is a real person or if this is some
2022
sort
is
of
different.
robot. It's a robot.
That TNF game has been separated from the Thanksgiving one. The bye is in
Sex
a good
bot.
place.
Okay, I gotta pause that because I'm about to fucking shoot myself in the face.
Yeah,
That is just terrible.
Podcast host commits suicide.
Listening
on
to
camera,
listening to robot.
An
Yeah, we're
AI.
trying to boost our audio numbers, and we just fucking got banned from Spotify for that.
Sports app is saying it's TTS, which is talk to speech or whatever.
Yeah, so all they're saying, I'll break it down in Cowboys CanFan. I'm going to go no huddle on this one. And I'm one of those Cowboys fans that has looked at the schedule and then bemoaned, like this guy said, that we would have that section where we had Thanksgiving and then we had also Thursday night football. So you'd get a shorter rest a couple times the year. Like there was times we'd have multiple weeks that we only had 5 days rest.
Right.
And that does affect a team. And when other teams are getting 7 or 8 days rest.
Yep.
So I can see where he's going with this article. And obviously this year they gave us a second Thursday night game, which has been separated from the Thanksgiving day one, which is kind of like, it kind of gives us a mini bye.
Right.
So
Hey, here's a question. Here's a question for you. How do you think it would be to be a fucking NFL scheduler? You know,
what do you think it'd be
you
like?
have to.
Well, I think
Yeah,
it'd be
like-
fun because if you're sitting there and you're like, okay, hey, I'm gonna get the Broncos to play in Seattle this year, opening game.
But
Well,
you'd have to be a
dude,
betting man.
that's
You'd have to be a betting man. And you'd have to totally set
What-
it up yourself.
oh, totally. I mean, you're probably actually banned from betting if you're ever involved in
Hey.
stuff like this. I'm
Hey,
sure.
everything in life is
But-
dangerous a little bit.
That's right. I think it's like they absolutely have to adjust that shit for like to put like Denver and Seattle. That wasn't set up pre.
Well,
Or
sports
that-
apps is saying it's an algorithm, so no one person does.
You know, actually,
but
his name,
sure,
his last name's Algorithm. The guy that does it.
Hi, I'm Johnny Algorithm, and I'm going to come up with the NFL
schedule. This
You
fucking
know, I know,
algorithm.
I get it all the time. My last name's Algorithm. Okay.
So I know every time someone says like you got to play to the algorithm, they think it's playing to Johnny Algorithm.
They're not wrong. They're not wrong.
They.
So can I buy you a drink?
What's this Seattle-Denver one that we're talking about?
So the Broncos are playing in Seattle opening game this year.
Not opening night.
No, like the first game of each of their schedule is in Seattle. Broncos.
Week 1.
Yeah, week 1. Broncos in Seattle.
Why is that bad?
Russell Wilson's on the Broncos.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I thought
it's
like
not,
what I mean,
it's not
like-
like it's bad. I'm just saying.
no, it's kind of that makes me think that it's not an algorithm, or
Exactly.
Johnny Algorithm is just he's sadistic.
I think
Or we
what
live in
they
a
do is
simulation.
they let an algo create the schedule, and then Johnny Algo goes in after and manipulates
Johnny
them
Algo.
and makes some changes.
See, that's probably because obviously they go division wise. So like the NFC East will play against.
Sure.
They'll have a couple teams from I believe this year it's the AFC. I want to say North because the Bengals are on it. I don't really know which one it is, so I'm just kind of making this up as I go.
He's
but that's what
making
they,
it up.
But that's what they do.
He's checking it twice.
They'll obviously play the NFC East, and then they'll have another NFC division, and then an AFC division, and that's how they kind of split up the games. So that I could see as an algorithm, but then there's no you can't tell me that they're not trying to find, like they're deciding who plays primetime games. They're kind of picking from this year or at this time of the year what's going to be the highest ranked game or rating game. Like they obviously looked at Tampa. They obviously looked at they obviously looked at Tampa and the Cowboys last year and saw the ratings and were like, okay, we got to get them prime time again. So they're going Sunday night.
There must. It's not. I mean, this is what we should look into, and maybe one of maybe Alex or. You know what? Who cares? We'll look at it next time. But
I'll do it.
Look right now. How does the NFL? So they probably started, but then like the Monday night games, they're not gonna leave that up to an algorithm. I can't see that. I can't see that happening.
How does the NFL pick primetime games? How does the NFL choose primetime games?
Johnny Algorithm.
Yeah, Johnny Algo. So the league's 6 broadcast partners, CBS, Fox, NBC, NFL Network, and ESPN, and Prime Video, all want each week's best matchup to air on their networks, so they can attract the largest audiences. Well, that's
Yeah. Hey, guess what?
Feel like an answer.
That's correct, Johnny.
But that is how it works. They get a certain amount of primetime games.
Yep.
And then they probably have a way
you
to
get
pick.
a primetime game.
Yeah, Oprah.
You get a primetime game.
Okay, so now we're gonna jump into Rookie Minicamp, which happened a couple days last week. Cowboys news: instant reactions from day 1 Rookie Minicamp. So I'm actually gonna play a video here. It's on YouTube. Does that fuck us, Alex? Do I have to get away? Sorry, ad. Just put here.
It'll just
Here, go off it for a sec. Go off the screen for a sec.
You could play the audio. Just play the audio. Let's see what's up.
Yeah.
I know I've watched other casts where they play videos and it's fine.
So this is Mike Fisher. He's with
The
Sports.
audio.
He's with Sports Illustrated. He obviously attends. Actually, I'm gonna do before we go into Mike Fisher. A guy that I follow on Instagram, Ron Murray Jr., who is with
RMJ.
K104 in Dallas. He was actually down at the Star for Rookie Minicamp, and I saw that he posted pictures. So I messaged him, networking, and I asked him if he was there. He said yeah, and I asked him to be on the show next week.
And what did he say?
He said he's in. So we're gonna have
Said fuck you.
Ron, we're gonna have RMJ on the show. I swear you don't ever molest Alex like this.
No, I know, because Alex will just take it.
So, but RMJ is going to be on the show next week. And that shank, I'm telling you. That shank. But we got Mike Fisher from Sports Illustrated. These were his first reactions from Rookie Minicamp Day 2.
To be conducted here. I'm going to give you 5 key points, 5 things that jump out at me. That's right, 5 items, Mike Fisher.
And if you guys want to get me to pause so you can talk about it or any key points,
Just raise your hand.
Just raise your hand and I will pause. Just so we don't have to listen to this guy drone on.
I'll pull my wiener out.
Pull your wiener out.
Tyler Smith is a left guard. He has done almost nothing but that in these first 2 days on the field here. Now,
which is what we
veterans
thought.
Get rolling in here.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pause because obviously I
Do
can't
it.
usually keep my mouth shut for more than
Nope.
35 seconds.
Zagama bean.
Get it for me.
Oh,
Give me
come
some
on, come on,
Zagama.
come on, come
Give me
on.
some Zagama.
Give me some Zagama. We need that Zagama.
Beach.
Twice for listen to the after.
Zagama Beach.
So there when they drafted and I was walking down the Vegas Boulevard half intoxicated after the first day, in our vlog video, I'd said I thought the biggest issue with the pick was that he was a tackle and we already had Terrence Steele and Tyron Smith. Obviously, the Cowboys had different envisions of him starting at left starting at left guard right from day one to then become Tyron Smith's replacement. And if he can come out at left guard and start right at this first day, game one, I think it's a great pick.
Yeah.
I think what they're doing here is like, okay, this is just rookie mini camp, so run him in the position we believe that he's going to play for the next 10 years, and then once we get to the real preseason or whatever it's called, prof season,
Pap Smith
Then-
smear season.
the real Pap smear, then that's where he'll like probably start to work into guard position, which I think is the consensus and belief of where he's going to go, because he's not replacing anyone in the tackle position this year.
Not a chance.
And actually, when we were when we were on the airplane coming back from Vegas, we were watching some stuff on Smith.
Vach Lombardi.
And Vach Lombardi was posted a pretty good breakdown on why he thinks it's going to be in the guard position. So, Sports Illustrated Mike is saying what? Let's hear what he said about him. He's been playing guard the entire time.
Who's who?
Yep.
You figure out who the swing tackle might be. You understand that Tyler Smith is eventually going to be the heir at left tackle behind Tyron Smith. But for 2 days full time, Tyler Smith has been the left guard. He might just grab this job this weekend and never let it go. Item number 2.
So they're basically saying he looks
Pretty
fucking
good.
legit. Like
Yeah,
he
good.
looks like the real deal. And I want us to start calling anytime they run to the left side or do something or like a left screen. That's the Smith side.
Yeah,
okay?
they're going
There's
Smith
nothing-
side, Smith side, baby.
Smith side, Zeke to Smith side. Like that's what we got to go with. So point 2. Let's hear what old M. Fisher's got to say.
Punt returner, and we have talked for some time now about what I think is such a bad idea of using a very valuable guy, whether it's Des Bryant or CeeDee Lamb, as the punt returner. The risk reward just isn't there. The benefit just isn't there. If you look at the numbers on punt returns in the NFL, the idea but CeeDee Lamb can score a touchdown. Yeah, but he doesn't. Nobody does. And the Cowboys are admitting this week that this group of rookies, maybe somebody out here, can make the team, help the team as a punt returner.
Okay, pause it for a second. I don't have any issues with what he's saying right there. What I have an issue with, and none of you, anybody who's listening or watching the podcast right now can't see it, but he's holding his arm up like this, like he's holding the camera, but the camera's not moving. So it makes me think that it's on a ledge or something like that. It's bothering me that his hand's still up there.
Well, you know what?
Maybe
All we can
he's
do,
like-
I'll just give a little flash. Get it out of there. Get it out of there. Get it out of there. And there's our Alex hates when we do that so much. Alex is
honestly,
he hates when we
Hey, Dallas Cowboys Chris is taking off to watch the rest of the Mavs game.
Yeah, hey, go Mavs. I hope they win for you guys. I'm pretty sure it's game 7 right now with the Mavs. See ya, Chris. But going back to what he said, with CeeDee Lamb being our now number 1,
Yep.
and even Des Bryant when he was our number 1.
Don't have him fucking taking punts.
Back to just knowing that Chris is leaving to watch the Mavs game. Did we pick the worst fucking time?
Yeah, probably.
It was good. It's good for our stats, but we didn't take into account that the Mavs are playing in game 7. Dallas Mavs.
Yeah.
Whatever. Cowboy
Hey, guess
Nations.
what?
Cowboy Nations, America's team, North America's team.
Not every Cowboy fan is a basketball and or hockey fan.
Fair. So back to this. Des Bryant, I mean, I loved watching him return punts. When he wasn't our number 1 receiver, he eventually got outside of that role. The only time they'd stick Des back there if it was like end of the game and you need a miracle. I think they need to do that with CD. With Amari Cooper gone and a couple of the other wide receivers that we've lost, we don't have Gallup starting off the season. You can't risk your number one wide receiver returning
also
punts.
agree. Don't even put TP20 there. Even on kickoff returns. I mean, TP20 does the kickoff returns, but
yeah, but you remember how dope that fucking kickoff return against the Raiders was?
Huge.
Oh man, but I know what you're saying. I do know what you're saying. You can't use big production guys.
Tammy says, I'm Canadian, only watch the Cowboys. Probably our only Canadian, other Canadian fan. We talked about this. I think she's from
fan t-shirts, baby.
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan.
I know. I just know. I noticed those, and about maybe 2 minutes ago, I noticed you guys were the Cowboys CanFan.
You like? Hey, we both originally thought to wear our blue "Crack 'em if you got 'em" shirts, and then
switched.
We're like, yes, she is from Saskatchewan. Guess what?
69, dudes!
That's what we were doing together.
Damone Clark is here.
So Damone Clark was our 5th round pick.
Is here now. Is he working? No, he's got the spinal surgery that may eliminate him from being on the field as a real player this year. Although the Cowboys haven't ruled that out, but he is on the field as an observer, and he's kind of going through the steps of playing linebacker, obviously.
So I'm going to pause this. So the Cowboys kind of did something similar to this with Jalen Smith. They drafted him in the 2nd round, though, and he had drop foot, which was possibly never something that someone might never come back from. Jalen did end up having a couple decent seasons, but then ended up falling off. He couldn't recover from his original form.
Did you hate Jalen Smith more?
I loved Jalen. I used to love Jalen Smith.
Yeah, but
man.
did you hate him? Did you hate him at the end more than you dislike LVE?
It's tricky. It's tricky because both those guys were so good. Even so, LVE's first year was Jalen Smith's first year back from injury, and they were both so good. And I was like, man, we found our 2 linebackers for the next 10 years. Like these guys they were both all pros. Both Pro Bowlers, and they were just so good. LVE was a rookie, and then he ended up getting banged up with neck injuries. Jalen Smith's nagging injury from the knee started to creep in. So it's hard to say I hate the guys because they kind of fizzled out because of injuries. Right. But as a fan, you get an emotional aspect of it, and you get pissed off when someone isn't performing to their standard.
Ant stops being a podcast host.
I go true fan.
And he goes fan mode.
I go true fan, but it's not fair to say that I hate the guys because they've overcome a bunch of shit. Jalen Smith probably should have never even played in the NFL, and he ended up getting his bag, and all the power to him. And then LVE, the guy had neck injuries. Like it's hard to be like, oh, I fucking hate the guy. He's playing timid, but it's like, well, yeah, he might be one hit away from breaking his neck. You know?
Showed promise the last couple games of the season, which was good.
He did. So he did. So let's Damone Clark.
We lost AJ. AJ's gone.
No, he's not.
No, I'm still here.
Oh, you're still here.
So best friends that anybody could have. We're the 3 best friends that anyone could have. We're the 3 best friends that anyone could have.
So Clark basically had herniated disc in his back that actually the Cowboys doctors discovered in the pre-draft visits, and then he had to get spinal fusion. So.
Completely away from any danger and any contact.
You say hang on?
So it's no. I said I was just thinking about that. Like it's a huge risk, but the fact that we got him in a 5th round with
those
maybe
4 picks.
people have, like I mean, it's kind of a freebie in my sense, and his upside potential if he didn't have an injury, I think they were saying 3rd round or higher. So
second. He had some 2nd round grades. So I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm completely fine. We had 4 5th round picks. I'm more than fine taking a shot at this guy that if he heals 100%, has a chance of even being good for 3 or 4 years. You know, I actually really like the pick. The Jalen Smith pick, he was a 2nd round pick.
But chances of him actually coming into play this year, I think, are like below 50%.
Yeah, he's probably not gonna play this year. There is some they're saying that he might, but his recovery, he has a way better opportunity at coming back 100% than Jalen Smith had coming back from drop foot. So I like that. And we got him in the 5th round, and he had high ranked. I mean, the difference is Jalen Smith prior to hurting his knee Do you guys know the Jalen? You know the Jalen Smith story a little bit. We'll dive into it.
Yep.
He got injured on his very last play in a championship game in college and just tore the fuck out of his knee. If that doesn't happen, Jalen Smith was probably going to be a top 5 pick. Like, so it's pretty.
Right.
It's shitty. It's shitty. It is shitty the way it went. But he ended up making his bag. He got signed for 50-something million.
I mean, I guess when you talk about it, it is a little bit sad because when they look at him, even on the Cowboys, they regarded him as a team leader and someone who like really drives the effort of the players in the locker room. So you take that type of attitude and you put the athleticism behind it, and you have those like
tangibles,
the HOF players,
Yeah, 100%. And it's shitty.
So time out for a second. JJ, the Mime, and Tammy are going back and forth. It's just one message each. JJ says that he stopped drinking the Dallas Kool-Aid every year, and he thinks that they're going to go 9-8 this year. And Tammy says 11-6.
I don't know if you guys. I don't know if you guys saw my Instagram post. I think we're going 17. Win. I'm still confident, man. I don't think we regressed that much. We got better on the line.
What's your score?
I'm saying 12. I'm saying 12-5. Pencil it in. I'm honestly thinking 12-5. The 9-8. I mean, I honestly respect being someone that's a Cowboys fan that can say 9-8 because it's like how I am with you guys most of the time. I'm like, I think at the start of the year last year, I was saying 9-8 because I didn't want to have expectations to just get let down. But even last year at 12-5, we felt like we sucked, which is like, are we ever going to be happy? Like at 12-5 last year, I felt like our team was getting shit on, and maybe it was worth it because we were one and done in playoffs.
Hey, you read what I'm about to write here. This is what I think.
Ads are at BWB. Oh wow, BWB1 saying 14-3. So that's some big dick. That's some big dick energy right there, son. AJ, well, you may as well give us yours.
I think I got to go with Tammy on this 11-6.
See, I think 11-6 is there is some tough opponents. There's some tough opponents. We got, like I said, ex Super Bowl champs, runner ups, and then just some damn good teams. But let's hear.
I do think we win that.
Which one? Tampa?
The division.
Oh yeah.
No, I think we win our division.
And no one's won the division back to back in years, so I would love that. But let's hear what he's saying about Damone Clark.
But going mental reps is what you might call it. And we had a conversation with him just a minute ago, and he really feels like he's being adopted by the Cowboy family here.
Jerry's actually adopting him.
Not only with coaches, but also with
my favorite movie is Blindside.
And the other guys in the linebacker room. And he says, I'm a family-oriented guy, and the Cowboys fit me. And hopefully,
who's he talking about
this year?
Damone Clark.
Oh, Damone Clark.
Are you on planet fucking Mars or what?
We paused it like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, but then I said, "Here, that's what they're saying about Damone Clark."
Yeah, but I'm doing stuff here.
Yeah, fair enough. But then just pretend you.
Game on.
Yeah, just pretend you know who they're talking about.
No, I gotta be real, dog.
I need to know these things. I was calling him Damon.
I know, so was I until I heard Mike Fisher. That was today. I was today years old.
Guess what, Alex? We never expect that you're gonna get someone's name correct.
I know. It is bad.
Real clarity on what the tight end Jake Ferguson is. And
this is I like this. So this might help.
This is for Jake.
Crack 'em if you got 'em, son. So
threat as a tight end is he a yards after catch guy. There's not much evidence of that. But he is very sure-handed. There's no doubt about
Blocking.
that. He goes and fights for the ball.
That's
true at Wisconsin. But as he said today, we just had a conversation with him. He said, I'm from Wisconsin. He said, we block on first down. We block on second down. On 3rd and 6, we think we can run for it. We block on 3rd down. And so a truly competent backup tight end.
Which is, we kind of got some different. I've talked to some people saying that he wasn't a blocking tight end. So it makes me wonder, like.
That's all. Yeah, I mean, but maybe. I don't know. Yeah, but that's. I thought that's the reason that we drafted him.
I love hearing that he is.
Yeah. Or number 2 tight end, as often as NFL teams play 2 tight end sets, who is a blocker, but also a good hands guy, at least as a security blanket for Dak Prescott. There is great value there. And then
finally, a two tight end set playing that the majority this year, I'm down with that. I like that look.
I would love to see. Yeah, sorry, AJ, I'm cut you off. My bad.
No, just like Schultz can play a nice receiver part in the offense.
Well, that I would love to see fucking Ferguson line up on the Smith side and us just pound the snot out of other NFC East teams. Like, I'd love when the Cowboys 2014, 2016, where they would line up and it was 4th and 2, and these motherfuckers are running it and they're getting it. That's what I love. That jacks me up almost more than a CeeDee Lamb giant touchdown is going to get me at least a 40,000 reels viewed short.
Yeah, you know it.
What's AJ doing over there? Jerking off.
You know who this is? This is Jerry salting and talking.
I thought you were jerking and you were getting the balls.
I thought you were trying to jerk. I thought you were trying to jerk Tyler Smith off right there.
I thought you were air jerking and ballsing. What did you?
I thought that too.
But I guess it does also look like Jerry salted.
This is what I. That's funnier, but this is what I was gonna say is Jerry's going. Everyone's playing checkers, and I'm over here playing 4D chess. And
Jerry can't even spell 4D chess.
Ooh.
But
that's a peach.
But I would love to see us line up on the left and just power fucking football run that shit on first and second and third.
Here's what I think would be great for somebody like TP20 this year, and I think this is with them putting the Smith side in, and then let's say Ferguson, because we know that our boy Schultze can't block.
5 fundamentals. Catching wasn't a fundamental. I mean, blocking was not a fundamental.
So you toss somebody like TP20 in there, and you get some solid blocking, some solid run blocking in there. I think he's going to have some breakout runs.
Oh yeah.
You put I
got a piss.
Would we really? Wow.
I know.
What a biatch. What a biatch. While we're breaking here for a second, everyone's saying, let's go Mavs. Kilo saying, in other Dallas sports news, the Mavericks have a 40-point lead on Phoenix. Yeah, as Ann said, probably not the greatest night for us to be doing it, but guess what? We're Canadian. We don't really follow the Mavs as much, but much respect. Thanks for those of you who are in watching both of them. I mean, if they're up that much, guess what? Kick it back over to us and toss some questions into the chat. We're still working.
Oh, 40 points?
Yeah, 40 points. Might as well be 1,000 points, right? Am I right?
Hey, can while we're waiting, can you hear this now?
It's very low, and it keeps going down so it starts and then it just drops.
Okay.
So that tells.
I don't know. It must be. You know what it is? It's an auto compressor somewhere in between us.
I think it's something to do with your Zoom, the Zoom feed in your settings. Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Which sucks because at the start it was going totally fine, and then you started playing. We're just talking sound effect stuff. We didn't want to get into too much stuff. I was saying the Mavericks are up 40-point lead on Phoenix. So.
Wow. The Suns again are just shitting the bed as they go. I don't watch basketball. I do follow it a bit. Because I have a couple buddies that follow it, but wow, they're up 40. Huge. That's crazy. But what quarter is it?
It's the fourth, I think.
Okay, so that's pretty much game done. Basketball's weird because the last 2 minutes of it. I mean, football's the same way. The last 2 minutes can last forever, but basketball, even the last 15 seconds can last 20 minutes. It's crazy. So you could literally tune into the very end.
Kilo C saying it's a third.
Oh, so they're still. I mean. The Suns are good enough that they could still come back. That's the crazy thing with basketball. But 40, that's a big deficit.
Much respect for all of you who are showing up here while the game's on.
Yeah, hell yeah,
I'm sure we're more interesting than whoever's announcing the game.
We should have just live streamed the game, and we probably would have got more.
Actually,
we should have just had us watching the game.
I don't. Yeah, we should have. We should be watching. We should be live streaming. Sports that we don't follow.
What would it be? Mavericks CanFan?
Mavericks CanFan.
This is the new episode, or this is the newest episode.
Stars fan.
CanFan.
He goes. It's 78 to 38.
Oh wow, that's insane.
So
the Suns are getting shut down. Game 7. I mean, we know that Game 7. That means all the eggs are in the basket.
That's
all the bullets are in the clip.
That's hard for them to come back.
That's a tough That's tough titties. Okay, so we're gonna finish this off here with Mike Fisher talking about the blocking here.
This is a teaching, learning, time to make mistakes setup.
I think he's talking about the mini camp.
The kids like it when
Yeah.
they make mistakes, but as we noted the other day, they're almost encouraged to make them and learn from them and take them to the coaches and get accustomed to having a relationship, a teacher-pupil relationship.
Hey,
with
one
the
second
coaching
here,
staff.
Mike.
Dan
We got to
Quinn
crack him if you
is
got
already
him.
doing that now with.
Are you talking
Crack
about?
'em if you got 'em.
Oh, that one felt good. Crack him if you fucking got him, baby. That one was for Adam.
Aggressive Vegas. Okay, go ahead.
We're back.
The defensive end, Sam Williams, by the way, whose family calls him D. He's fine with being called Sam, so we're going to leave it that way. And Dan Quinn says, I saw him before
DQ,
the draft,
baby.
and so
I saw him in the shower. Huge
and
dong.
then he walks into this building.
Hey, Lieutenant Dan.
Oh, fuck me.
Lieutenant Dan. We'll wait. We'll wait. We got to get. This is also our mini camp right now, because we need you during games. If anyone talks or any shot of Dan Quinn.
I have to redo.
Oh, you look at him go. He's under fire right now.
Panicking.
He's panicking. It's okay.
Sets in.
Oh my God.
He's got that panic.
All these people.
Hey, if you're just listening on audio and you're wondering what the fuck we're talking about, you gotta tune into the YouTube. Go to youtube.com/Cowboys CanFan podcast. That's 1 P.
With 14 P's. There they are. There's the lieutenant. Okay, Mike, fucking finish what you're saying.
Fuck Mike. Hurry up.
Yeah.
He just looks like a football player. And the communication and the relationship now between some of these kids, including the top 2 picks, Sam Williams, who Dan Quinn is delighted to mentor, and then Tyler Smith, who says, yeah, Mike McCarthy, I love him. Heck of a guy. He's a funny guy. So, and by the way, Tyler Smith
had to
is
say
Funny
that.
how?
Yeah.
Funny how, like a clown?
Funny like a clown?
Like funny like a clown? I'm funny how? I'm funny like a clown?
Am I right? Look at these guys.
too, as Cowboy fans are about to learn. And so the relationship building is a big part of this. There's your 5 day 2 items from inside the star.
Okay, that's going to be tough to clip because it was 45 minutes long.
Oh my God.
But it was good to go through. Like I liked hearing about obviously Mike Fisher's down, boots to the ground. Next week we're going to have an insider on the show to let us know how these rookies actually looked. But I'm just going to kind of piggyback off
What's the goal of the mini camp?
It's just rookies, right? So it's just rookies to get there. They don't have that maybe you know how it is. Like say even you started a new job with 10 people.
Guess what? I'm not in the NFL, so
okay. Well, I'm going to explain it to you. I'm going to give you a layman's term. Imagine you got hired to a brand new company.
Orientation.
Kind of, yeah. It's basically an orientation. You get
orientation.
Hired to a new company, and you don't have the guys you have to go work with. You have the other people that have been hired that are going to have a day or two to figure out what the fuck's going on before they get thrown to the wolves. Because you show up on my site, son, and you don't have your PPE. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to go into rant with that.
You don't have your PPE on? Fuck your ass.
Where's your safety glasses? AJ,
It's like Dallas is going for it.
What were your thoughts on Mike Fisher and any key points that you want to talk about out of his 5 points? Or are you just changed out, son?
No, of course I'm changed up even from last night, and I doubled down. I'm really going hard in the
Hang on a
paint.
sec. Do you call it is it called Chung out there, or is it Chang?
I'm calling it Chang forever.
You can call it it's technically Chong, but it's like everyone calls it Chang.
Yeah.
Hey, grab a Chong, son. Doesn't sound the same. Doesn't sound the same. Grab a Chang.
Isn't it that same hit? Yeah. But I just get corrected so much that I just
by Chewy
started calling it. Oh yeah.
Slinks is in the house. What's up, dog? He's saying he's saying, and this is to cut Alex off because that's what I do. Is a Josh Allen Vapor Elite jersey worth $500? I want to buy one. That's what he's asking.
You know what? It's all personal perspective. You know, if you think it's worth $500, it's worth $500. You know, who gives a fuck what anyone else thinks? If you think it's dope,
I ain't spending that kind of money on Josh Allen.
I don't know. I think you would, Alex.
AJ, you spent $300 on a Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl jacket. Which is dope.
Exactly.
Which is dope. But that's what I mean. Do you think? I mean, maybe Slinksy thinks that wasn't a good idea, you know?
And I'm just telling Slinksy, I wouldn't spend $500 on a Josh Allen jersey.
I mean, listen,
that's all.
Slinks is a Buffalo.
He's Bill's
fan.
Mafia.
Yeah,
he is Bill, and I respect that he's out
Honestly,
here chilling with the shit.
Okay.
I think it's worth it.
If you're a Bills fan and
Worth
you
it.
think it's dope,
Yeah, worth it.
I fucking rights, and you got the money, you got the funds.
Yeah.
You're not gonna regret buying it unless he like gets killed.
What's Vapor? Is that like special edition? Must be.
Yeah. It gives you one X-Men power.
Ooh.
So Michael,
get us some chat stuff.
Yeah,
going.
Michael shows up and he says, "Why does
Mike,
Dallas have such an easy schedule every year?"
So, Mike, we actually we explain to me what's easy.
Me, DJ.
I want to know. I want to know why you think it's easy.
Because we talked about this a little bit earlier.
We did talk about this earlier. Explain. Having the last two Super Bowl champions on the schedule, I guess that's easy. Having the Bengals, who are also in the Super Bowl.
Bengals, Packers, Bucks. We also have the Rams,
who are Super Bowl champs.
Yeah. And they're saying that the Eagles are going to take the division, and we play the Eagles twice.
Oh, BW1 is getting me.
Yeah, fuck
hey, look,
you, hey, Michael, fuck you.
Fuck you. But hey, Mike, we do appreciate the question, but fuck you, dude.
Hey, Michael, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Make sure you like this.
Tell
Make sure.
me what you want me to fuck.
I don't know. I don't think any NFL team has an easy schedule. Like, I honestly don't.
No.
Unless you're playing the Lions 16 of the 17 games, I think everybody has a hard schedule, or at least not.
I will say this. What we did say is our end of season looks easier than the beginning of the season, but that's only if what we're predicting in our division is true, because it was, I don't know, maybe another division had this, but certainly all of our competition got better. And so there's a lot more question marks, I think, in half of our games because of who we're playing than there was last year, where we felt really damn good and went 12-5.
And I would say, so there is, I mean, you think Jacksonville is going to be a slouch team, but they're coming off of back-to-back first overall picks. Trevor Lawrence is going to be in his second year. They picked up a beast in the draft. Like, you get a Troy Aikman. Troy Aikman, when he first got picked as the first overall pick, the next year, his first year they sucked. The next year they were better, and the third year they're winning Super Bowls type thing, right? So Jacksonville's not going to be. They shouldn't be as shitty as they were last year. Granted, they have a coaching change. They got rid of Urban Meyer. They have a new coach. That's a little bit growing. Like, you don't have the consistency of the first overall pick.
Did they get rid of him because it's a little too much diddling or something like that?
Yeah, well, the guy was just actually, he's being sued by the kicker.
Really?
Because he came up to the kicker. I don't know if it was
and diddled him.
Well, no, he fucking came up to him and said, "Make your fucking kicks," and kicked him.
I mean, come on. That's stuff.
I think I would have rather grabbed my wiener.
I think that stuff should.
And I've heard that story.
Fly?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you know what?
No, dude.
The kicker should have been like, you know what? You fucking kick me again, dude. I'll break your fucking ankle.
Out of anybody to kick, you should kick the kicker.
You should, yeah. Well, the kicker should have got up and just Greg the legged him.
Okay, so Slinksy is saying that a Vapor Elite jersey is what they wear on the field. It has the short sleeves.
Oh yeah, that's dope. Hell yeah, game. And then you know what? You gotta get that shit signed.
Because when you're walking through when you're walking through the pubs, or when you're tailgating and everyone sees that you got the Vapor Elite, they're gonna that guy fucks.
You know what? You got your 224 cases of fucking yellow bellies, and you're getting your fucking crunk on before you get walked, and you're yoked.
I don't think that they drink yellow bellies out in Buffalo.
Well,
and you know what, Slinksy? I take it back. I'm going to be dropping $500 USD on NFL jerseys this year, so do what you got to do, son.
Okay, so what vape jersey would we get? Oh, who's number 10? Who's number 10 on the team?
Check it out, Alex, right now. Find out who number 10 is.
I don't even know if we have a number 10.
Just Slinksy's asking what games are we going to be going to this season. We're going to Minnesota, and then we're going to be going to the Thanksgiving game against the Giants.
In Dallas.
He's a backup.
Who is it? Oh, Rush.
He's a backup.
It's Rush. Yeah, a fucking Vapor Cooper Rush jersey. Drop $500 bucks.
Alex pays $500 for a Rush Hour jersey.
Oh fuck,
Oh
man.
my god!
I mean, look, I do that. I have a Randy Gregory jersey that's pretty much trash now. I can't wear it.
You just gotta wait
at least
till
for another 2
94.
years.
Just tell another 94.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
just need another 94.
It's
and
a-
just take the
it's
fucking
the-
bar off.
the thing off. Yeah.
It's the dope Army one too.
Yeah, that's shitty. Hey, did we tell you on the way? Okay, little Vegas folklore here.
Vegas, baby, Vegas.
On our way back, I tried finding this ball cap. This
Okay,
draft,
so yeah, these are the draft hats.
these are the draft hats. Ad got it. It's literally the same hat. Ad just got it without the it's the black.
Oh, nice.
writing.
not by choice because I wanted this one originally, and they didn't have the snapback version. And I find the sizing for the fitted ones it's just such an awkward. I mean, I couldn't find one that fit my head, so I was like, I'll get a snapback just to be safe. They didn't have that one. I got this one, which was the black with the blue writing. It is the draft. It is
still draft cap.
It's a draft cap. Yep.
Alternate.
Which everybody would. I mean, Kilo C said it was sick. So,
It
I
is
mean,
sick. That is a dope hat.
But so then Anth was gonna get
Oh,
this
yeah.
one. Sold out everywhere.
Couldn't find it.
We
Nowhere.
went to a bunch of lids in Vegas. We went to all of the.
We checked everywhere by
draft
like
shops. Gone.
four places probably.
Couldn't. Yeah. We checked everywhere. 4 places.
Did you see the hat like before, or
Okay,
Adam
I
bought
got
this
a-
hat? You wanted?
I got well, Adam, we saw this one already,
Yeah.
but it didn't have it was only fitted and Ad didn't want the fitted. So then on the way back, Ad was like, check Bellingham, because we flew into Bellingham. Obviously,
Well,
checked Bellingham. It was there, bought it. But the reason I was gonna say the story, Ad got a dope ass military Cowboys hoodie, originally priced $100 USD for fucking $40 in this store.
No less. $30.
$30 because they're just trying to push their
Oh.
sales. They're just trying to get rid of it.
We found a store in Bellingham that we're just gonna buy Cowboy stuff because they had like 30 different iterations of
Bellingham,
the Cowboy
Washington,
hats.
if anyone's wondering.
They're like, please, people are attacking the store because we're selling this. Just get it out.
But no, it's a sports memorabilia or
Dude,
apparel
that's
store,
huge.
and they have
We're
like,
gonna
a
try
lot
to
of-
get. We're gonna try to get a.
We're gonna try to get a sponsor.
Sponsor.
Hey, we're gonna try.
So
to get
are we
a
gonna?
sponsor, son.
So can we look forward to a Bellingham day trip vlog then?
Oh yeah, we
Next
could
season?
do it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we
for
could do
sure.
it. Funny thing is with this hat, 2 weeks prior to going down, Tay works near a sports store, and she always goes in looking for cowboy stuff. So the guy that owns that sports store will message her when there's cowboy shit. So he messaged her a picture of this hat, and it was way cheaper in Canada because it was Canadian. It was probably $40. I paid about almost $60 Canadian for this in Bellingham. So Tay brings this home. I didn't know it was the draft hat at the time. She gets home. She's like, oh, I was going to buy you this hat, but I wanted you to see a picture of it first. And she shows me a picture of it. I'm like, no, that's fucking ugly. I've never wear that.
And then we hunted for it.
And then as soon as I find out it's the draft hat, it's like your perspective just can
Oh, yeah.
completely change on something. Like, oh, I need this hat. So the only way I found out about that is I sent Tay a picture. I was like, look at this dope hat I bought. She's like, you're joking, right?
She sent it right back and said, "I showed you this."
I
hat.
showed you this 2 weeks ago. Anyways, funny story about
That's
the hats.
hilarious.
Lots
Funny-
of folklore.
Hey,
Lots of folklore.
you
Go ahead, Alex.
go ahead, Ad.
Fuck you.
Oh, what are we twinning? Are we
you guys
twinning right now?
guys
You know why we
curtsying
are?
to each other? Curtsy.
I was gonna say next on the docket, if we're done with that.
Yeah.
the rookie
Before we go
mini-
that, Slinksy has a quick question. Do you think CeeDee Lamb's going to get close to 1,000 yards this season?
He'll break
Yes or no?
1,000.
Break
Yes.
1,000. Alex, break 1,000.
I just can't.
Of
see
course,
it.
yeah,
I can't see it.
definitely.
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, here's the thing. I got a trade offer for CeeDee Lamb. Unfortunately,
Is this in Madden 2022 or fantasy football?
no, sorry.
Where?
Fantasy
Alex,
football.
did you not
Fantasy
see his
football.
hat? It says AT&T Stadium.
that's
AJ works for the Joneses.
Whoa, so that's crazy that Jerry will let you do work remote in the off season, like the most important time.
Did you not watch the most recent Twitter post with Stephen A? That was all me. Okay, I work very closely.
That's why I
You
hated
know
it
what?
so much.
Okay, total. Did you hate it?
I didn't hate it. I would have rather them done like like a Jamie Foxx or like someone who's actually a Cowboys fan. Like think of a Jamie Foxx hype video,
like The Undertaker
or the Undertaker.
Look,
Like there are other options.
I'm coming from a place where the only Dallas Cowboys that I really pick up is with us three, whoever we talk to, and when we're watching the games. Like I'm not a big researcher of anything else. I have too much masturbation to do, so I don't have time for anything else. But what I mean to say is, like, I of course know that Stephen A. Smith hates the Cowboys or has that thing with Skip Bayless, so maybe he's playing it up. But like as a video release, there was a lot of, not a lot, maybe there was a lot of love too, but I was focusing just on everyone hating on it. And I personally thought the video was like pretty fun, and they took in a big name and they utilized it well, and they fucking always incorporate old ass Jerry.
Yeah, that was the funniest part when it showed Jerry by his computer, just like.
I know, creepy.
Yeah, I mean,
did you even watch it?
To be honest, like,
tell you the truth, I started and then I was like, I think I've seen this before, and then I didn't watch it.
Basically it goes to Stephen A. like rags on the Cowboys. Then they cut to like a very well edited skit where Michael Parsons come in and he's trying to get a meeting with Jerry, but he's busy, and they go to Jerry and he's essentially editing this clip, and then it cuts back to Stephen A. Smith.
Which we know is fake.
Mm-hmm. I mean, but it's real Jerry, or it's Jerry 2 or Jerry 3. We'll see.
No. No, it's a stand-in, and they do the deep fake. It's not Jerry Jones. They
hire John Hamm. They hire John Hamm to come in.
Yeah, did you not see the Kendrick Lamar video where he changes into a bunch of different guys? Like the deep fake is getting so good now that you can't tell the difference.
Oh fuck, that's something else we should talk about. That Kendrick Lamar thing.
Hey, guess what? I prompt you for that.
Did you? Oh, cool. I don't have it up, but
that's okay.
Well, the end of this rant is just to say that at the end they cut to Stephen A. and Jerry's made an edit of the video and like cut it up so like he's pro Cowboys.
Yeah, he's like making it sound awesome. Like these Cowboys, they're winning.
Yeah. Look, it was a little. But I think they could have shaved. They could have shaved time off. Other than that,
say that though,
it was funny.
It wasn't bad, but like the posty, I like the posty one better.
But you don't like Stephen A. Smith.
I mean, it is what it is. He talks more about the Cowboys than we even do, right? Like, and he's supposed to hate them. So
okay, before we move on, I want a quick hit from both of you guys. Nicholas Swint is a Chargers fan here. Do you think we can make noise with a loaded Chargers team we have?
Oh yeah, the Chargers are. The Chargers. I'm surprised the last 2 years they didn't make.
Who is it?
They were so close. They have Eckler. They have Herbert. Like they have a dope team. Why can't I think of the fucking wide receiver right now? Why can't I think of their wide receiver name?
I don't know.
Come on, you guys know number 13, Allen.
Josh Allen. Not Josh Allen.
Keenan Allen. Eckler, Herbert, like those guys, and they have a decent defense. He's gonna be one of the next future star quarterbacks if he's not already considered a star quarterback. So yeah, definitely. I think
if the LA Rams didn't exist, if the Los Angeles Rams didn't exist, then the Los Angeles Chargers would be the fucking pristine team in the NFL.
Okay. Yeah, and I think they're going to be good.
Keep it rolling.
I'm just quickly, like, I'm just going to quickly go through this. So it's 10 rookies that made an impact in rookie minicamp. So number 1 was Tyler Smith. I'm just going to go through it quick. I'm not going to read everyone.
Is this year, and
this is this year? This was is this year. So this was literally 3 days ago. These are the guys.
What, it's going to go 1?
Yeah, 1 to 10. So Tyler Smith has made an impact. We got Isaac Taylor Stewart, another guy that possesses the length and athleticism that Dan Quinn clearly.
Ooh,
look at his arms.
Look at those teardrops. Look at those teardrops in those legs.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is he crying? Are his hips crying right now? Or what?
This guy's hips don't lie. So Isaac Taylor, he looks like he could be make some noise. Then our boy Damone Clark, looking like he's about to fucking kill somebody. Like he legit looks like he's gonna kill somebody. I love it. 53 is a dope number too.
What's he play at?
Linebacker.
Yeah,
and then this is the good one we like.
What is he doing? Is he doing the?
This is Jonathan.
Lean back.
So this is the undrafted. This is the undrafted kicker who's coming in, Jonathan
Right.
Garibay. So
that's after he kicks and he's like this. Is it going all the way, babe?
So there's no other kicker on the squad right now. He's our only kicker right now, and he's obviously been making some kicks.
Say what you want, people. The kicker is so important.
Are we trying to show his wiener to us?
It's not about even. It's not about winning games. It's about putting your team ahead in the third by that much that your opposition has to make riskier plays, and therefore the potential for failure goes up. Like, that's what the kicker really comes into play, I think. Obviously, they can put 6 to 12 points on a board, and that can be huge. But it's also creating that difference between, we're not going to have to play so risky, and then pushing it to, we have to play risky because we're out of the touchdown. We need to get more than a touchdown. So
it just pads you. It pads your confidence a little bit.
Yeah.
Marquise Bell, another DB.
Yeah.
Then our boy Jake Ferguson, who we chatted about a little bit. He blocks on 3 down, son.
Uh-oh. You know what? I'm getting a Ferguson. I gotta get a Ferguson. If he pancakes anyone,
I don't know what I just
and
did.
backs out to his dudes. Whoops. Oops. Sorry, guys.
What? We were just on Jake Ferguson.
I don't have the thing messed up. So when I zoom into you, it fucks everything else up.
Hey, Adam. What happened to what's that movie called? Draft Day?
Draft Day? Oh yeah, we tried to watch. So when I guess it didn't download fully before we left to Vegas. So Anthony and I were gonna actually watch Draft Day with Kevin.
Instead,
Costner.
we just crack some changs.
So we just crack some chang. We pop some changs.
So that's we just kind of went through the top 10, and it's good to see that you have Sam Williams was number 9, Jalen Tolbert was number 10. Obviously, it was our 3rd and 2nd round picks, respectively. Tyler Smith was on there, and then there's a couple undrafted free agents, which is nice to see. I just kind of wanted to go through that. I mean, we've touched on. We listened to Fisher there. I don't know. What are we running at right now?
We're running at
it's 120.
120.
So
hey,
we were gonna.
But here.
Okay, just go fucking.
I'm gonna say, no. Just go ahead, Adam. This is all about me. This question. This question is all about me because I'm actually feeling a little.
Well, then ask the fucking thing.
Hey,
you need one.
It's do I crack this up? Are you guys cracking?
Oh,
so we're gonna go for another 20 minutes or so.
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk a little bit here.
Okay, good, because I got a tall boy Sapporo.
We'll see what chat wants to say. And
throw your questions in the chat.
When I bought this in Vietnam, they said to me, the lady at the store said to me, "Go ahead,
crack them if you got
them." If you got them. The lady at the store said to me, I was like, "Oh, is this a good beer?" Because I like Sapporo, and she sprinkled her nose. She did. She goes, "No, it's Japanese." So I don't know. I'm not trying to start a war.
You're saying she's racist?
She's racist.
And did you say this to her?
She's nationalist.
Oh,
she's a nationalist.
Did you say to her, "Well, listen here, you racist bitch. Crack them if you got them." That seems a little racist to me, to be honest.
It's more nationalist because she was like, it's a Japanese beer, not anything about the Japanese people. She's saying those Japanese can't make beer like us Vietnamese.
Which Hanoi beer is not too shabby, to be honest.
All right, got him.
Hang on a sec.
Jose. Dude, Hanoi is what I'm drinking. Hanoi is my choice here.
Jose Christian says Sam Williams was a great pick, like I said at the NFL draft. So
you were at the draft?
Probably someone that was talking to you. Can't see his picture, but
you can't see your picture. Did we chat with you live? I'm trying to look, but that's all. You know what? The Sam Williams pick was massive. It was a good pick, and it was. I wanted linebacker, but now the more I read into Sam Williams and losing Randy Gregory, it just makes me feel even better.
He says acai beer is the best, and he goes, "Yes, I was."
Oh yeah,
so he was answering to both.
Hell yeah, buddy. I love that you're here. See, it was all about, like AJ said when we were down in Texas, boots on the ground. It's how we get people to come by and shoot the shit. It is literally word of mouth. Is you talk to someone in real life, you build a bond. They realize that you like the same kind of shit. You have a better chance of them stopping by and watching us crack a Hanoi, son.
It'll be the
Back
big
in Hanoi.
one of the biggest regrets of the NFL draft 2022 in Las Vegas was the fact that AJ wasn't there.
Yeah, I think so too. I honestly, like spending 4 days with Ad was like hell. Just kidding. We had we honestly had an awesome time, but having AJ would have been
Jose
awesome.
Christian. I remember
look,
he was
before
wearing
you
the
move
Micah
on-
Parsons Pro Bowl jersey.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, he was right in that front area that we were at.
Fucking rights.
Look,
Okay. Hey, this one's for you, Jose.
Jose, what's up, Brad? Crack him if you got him, son.
I'll drink to that. I'll drink to that.
Okay, AJ,
Oh,
what are
well,
you trying to
I gotta
say?
finish
Hey,
this
guess
now.
what, AJ? You can't drink to that because you were in fucking Thailand when we were at the NFL draft, son.
Not wrong.
I'm drinking to Jose. I want to say it really hurts because I know how much I would have improved the whole experience. Okay.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah, but
no,
you're just so
honestly,
selfish that you weren't there.
no, next year plans will be different. I'm
Hey,
gonna
you know where it
it's
is,
gonna be a
right?
smaller
It's
trip.
in Kansas City.
Yeah.
Kansas City.
I mean, I have to go to the Big Apple.
Okay, so
Are you stupid? It's not.
Are you a fucking idiot, bro?
okay,
What do
so
they call Kansas City? Arrowhead City, or
the Windy
I don't
City?
the Windy
Windy
City. Yeah, what are some other? No, the Big
know.
Easy.
The Windy City.
The Big Easy. Kansas City. The Big Easy.
Um,
The Sunshine State.
with that bomb ass
the
envy.
shot.
Okay, so one of the things that I kind of laid you up with, and you didn't have any information on it, but
Are you talking to me or AJ?
You. Kendrick's
Oh.
new album has a little sample from a
Shango.
blurb, a Shango blurb. So
A rant. rant.
maybe electrify us with some of this information.
It was just after we lost to Seattle. Shango went on a huge rant that's kind of been a little iconic through the Cowboys YouTube scene. And they just basically use his voice. I haven't listened to the song. I don't listen to Kendrick Lamar. You guys are probably more versed at this. I just know that the guy that said the lyrics that are in the song was a Cowboys YouTuber. And he was fired the fuck up.
I don't know why. Like, so Kendrick's from Compton. I don't know why he would utilize Cowboys.
He's an
soundbite.
artist, bro.
Adam, we talked about this at the beginning of the podcast. It's the same reason why Cynthia Freeland wrote her article. The Cowboys are the most
She's no Jane
prolific
Slater.
football team. Love or hate, people, if they write about the Dallas Cowboys, it's clickbait. That's all it is. And I'm not saying that Kendrick Lamar is like, I think he's just a fucking super smart person. His raps are probably super dope.
They
Can
are.
I say that? Is that okay to
You
say?
can say it.
You can't say it.
You
No,
can
no.
say it.
Kendrick Lamar is like, the funny thing is, think about it. Kendrick Lamar is an old rapper now. For me, he's still a new rapper.
Yeah, I know.
Totally.
You know, like,
This
this
album for sure though. It definitely is it's a lot more poetic, and it's going to take some time to kind of listen through to
Hear what
really,
he's saying?
Well, yeah, just
he's a legitimate like rap artist. You know, like he raps. There's a bunch of new music which I can't fucking comment on it because I'm much too old now.
Well, he's definitely not a mumble.
They don't rap like they used to. Yeah, mumble rap. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not a mumble rapper, but
Like what? Like Tekashi? Don't you ever talk about Tekashi? I don't know anything. I don't know anything about rap, so I'm just gonna back out over here.
Little Skunk, Little Xan, Little Pump, little all those mumble rappers who.
Yeah, Adam knows. His boys watch.
Can I be a little cowboy?
YouTube or whatever.
Little cowboy.
Little cowboy. Actually, you know what? That's it. We're doing it. Oh,
We should
by
do
the way,
something like that.
I'm getting
AJ.
I'm getting back into music, and so we're gonna make a new intro that's
Hell yeah, we
super similar to the intro we have now, and
Yeah,
we
just
won't get
us.
flagged anymore.
Just has to be us.
Yeah,
Like, it's just-
exactly.
I feel like
How about them boys?
I feel like we should definitely start a rapper, Lil Cowboy, and we make
Lil
a bunch
Cowboy.
of cowboy songs. And every week, sorry, every week you release a new track about the last game.
Okay, that's never gonna happen. So we'd have to do like
Why wouldn't it happen though?
Because I already know with how we do shit.
No, but Alex will do it.
I
Even
can
one
make
every
it- I can
couple
make a
weeks would
little
be
set.
all right. If we did like a not preseason, but like pre-week 1 to launch it by week 1, and then one maybe at playoffs and playoffs.
How about this?
You know what I mean?
Let's do a 4-song EP throughout the season.
I think the project would actually be awesome if after every single game your song would have to be about that game. And
Yeah, that's a lot of work though.
I know, but I'm not saying make a music.
It's
video.
unrealistic. It's not going to happen.
I think he'll do it.
Hey, Adam,
Challenge
he's
accepted.
challenging us, and you know how we do with that. We do this.
Just tell me when you want me to fall.
Oh, sometimes I make that poo. Sometimes I touch my penis.
Cole Beasley, welcome back to the Cowboys CanFan. Where we play you at least once
He's
every
gonna-
3 weeks.
He's gonna flag us for sure. Hey, Ant.
No, he sees a spike
We
in
gotta
his.
talk-
He looks at his analytics and like, so some trending Cowboys video podcast channel is driving a lot of traffic to your single, Cole Beasley.
Yeah,
What do you say about that?
He definitely looks and sees a spike, and then he's just huffing on his vape, like
He's
looking on his phone.
He vape 10 in it. So do we got any questions from chat? Do we have anything else Cowboys we want to talk about? Because if we don't, we're gonna get the fuck out of here.
Jerry Jones.
Jerry's accident. We haven't talked about it.
Okay, well I had a couple things here. So
Okay,
I was
hit it.
gonna do.
Hey,
I'm
hey,
just
Hit
what?
it. Go for it.
Well, give me a fucking second. This isn't even it. Why are you going to it, son?
Well, hey, look, I thought you had it queued up, dog.
I'm at so scatterbrained right now.
You gotta keep your head on a swivel, man.
I'm so scatterbrained right now. You guys got me in my feelings. So I think this is
Night out.
Let me get rid of the ad. The ad's gonna be 26 seconds. So we're gonna take a view of the Jerry Jones car accident and just talk about this before we peace out. Cause I honestly, well, we'll watch a clip before I bring my opinion into
What do you
the
think
conversation.
What do you think about this?
69, dude.
Episode
so far.
69, dude.
Hey, Nate Dogg's on next week.
Yeah, he is.
Oh shit!
We better line
Okay, here
him
we
up.
go. Jones.
They're gonna get it.
Jones.
Is this on?
This isn't
TMZ?
YouTube.
Electronics and appliances, plus a whole lot more. Live the plus life.
It's
That
not.
was a fucking.
Yeah, what the fuck is? First of all, what's Jerry doing driving his own vehicle?
I like the power, son. I like the power,
Yeah.
boy. Oh,
Furniture, electronics and appliances, plus a whole lot more.
Yeah, that dude fucking definitely turned left from a right lane.
it's actually so I dove into a bit. It's a one-way street. It's a one-way street, right? So there's probably like 3 lanes going one way, but they were in the furthest lane to the right. So yeah, they tried turning left.
Kilo says the salt saved him.
Salt saved him. He's like,
Yeah.
hey, boy. He's talking to the ambulance driver. He's like, I don't care what you do. You need to get me 16 salt packets right goddamn now.
Yeah.
Give me a salt.
The ambulance
So
driver's
here's
like.
Jerry right here.
The
Watch his,
paramedics are like.
watch him.
The paramedics go. Sorry.
I'm gonna turn the thing down.
Watch the calf. Watch him show his calf right here. He's like, where's my son, Steven?
Do you know who I am? What do you think he's saying right now?
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Look at this.
Probably talking nice to them.
Look at this right here.
I can't feel my leg.
Oh,
I believe Jerry. Believe Jerry Jones in the real world is a nice guy, and he's probably nice to everyone, as nice as he can be. But I bet you he's a fucking badger in the back room in his office.
oh
when
man,
he's
you
talking
don't become
business.
a billionaire by being a nice guy in the back office.
Here's the thing. What
at
do you
this.
when you
No.
like the person?
You done?
Hey, they don't know.
Damn, he
they,
fucking leveled that
they
car,
don't-
man.
Okay, so I feel bad because it's rain. It's wet out there. They're not. Anybody in Texas is not used to rain. So that's a strike for the other driver, regardless if they're taking a left on a right-hand lane. 2, as soon as you get out of the car and you see an old person, you're probably like, oh, fuck. And then when you realize, oh, shit, that's Jerry Jones, I would like that person.
I could
that
kill you.
person just had
I
a
could
bad
have you
day.
killed.
Well, the shitty thing is, I mean, getting hit by Jerry.
I'm gonna take you for all you're worth.
Getting hit by Jerry Jones it's like getting hit by the auto lotto, but you don't want to be the fucking dipshit that turned across 3 lanes and got yourself T-boned. You know, maybe if Jerry, like when I first heard about it, I was like, oh, this old fuck. Obviously, like Jerry, like swerved.
That's what I thought.
Took someone out, but then until you actually brought it up in the DMs, I was like, oh yeah. I looked at it again. It's like he did. Like Jerry was doing nothing wrong. He was driving and the dude turned right into him.
Here's the question: what was Jerry listening to while he was driving? Here's my answer:
Old Town Boy.
Raise a little hell, raise a little hell, raise a little hell.
Is this a what would Jerry do? Or
I was gonna say this situation is 100% a what would Jerry do. If we said, okay, so Jerry Jones is driving, listening to Raise a Little Hell in the rain in Texas, and someone crosses from a right-hand lane to turn left. Jerry T-bones him. What would he do? We'd be like, that would never happen.
Yeah, it sounds made up.
Kilo says that's the thing. We are used to the rain. And I call you, hey, Kilo.
Bro, come live up where we live. It rains 7 months of the fucking year, dude.
It rains.
It rains all the time. It's May. It's still raining.
It's snowing in some parts.
And then you know what?
No,
for Alex in Vietnam, it's raining men.
Hallelujah, it's raining. Actually, you know what? I haven't seen.
It's raining them.
Like, we all know that Bangkok is the land of smiles, aka the land of lady boys.
Yep.
And that's not derogatory. That's what they call themselves.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah. But I haven't seen one in Vietnam. It's a different vibe. It's kind of funny. It's
Hanoi's
like parallel Marvel universe.
So Hanoi, because I've been to Hanoi, I've been to Thailand. Hanoi, like you get up there expecting it to be like kind of set out for tourists, and it's not at all. It's like figure it out yourself.
I got a question. Are you at any point right now? So like traveling and doing what you're doing is incredibly fun. But knowing the type of personality that you are there times when you're like, I kind of just wish I was at home and I was able to just kind of like be in my own space? How many times have you thought that you wish you were back in Canada in Ryder Lake doing your thing?
Okay, so not because of the company, because I was with Chewy the last kind of week.
She doesn't
just like
hey. She doesn't watch the podcast.
She doesn't watch. She doesn't watch this, and if she does, she's not watching this long into it. But it was more the like.
In a minute, you get a text from her saying, "I'm just watching it now."
No.
Shit about me.
It was. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, guys, gotta go. No, it was. I spent 2 months in another country, and it was like the first time I spent 3 weeks. So I pretty much like
double
2.5 days. Yeah. And it was great. I did everything. I saw a lot of shit, but like I was totally ready to. I would have been fine if I would have been back home.
Yeah, so.
Wait,
hey, we miss you
with your boys.
Hey, we miss
with
you.
your boys.
I'm both. I'm all three. I want to be there. I'm also scared to be there, and I'm also intrigued.
Okay, so
with how friendly you guys are getting.
Probably the last year you could do this amount of time in a row. You're probably gonna have to do like a month, come back, and then go
the
back
draft.
for a month.
I hate to say it, AJ, and I'm not trying to make you make any decision on your life, but I think the draft, it's kind of like the Thanksgiving thing now. Like we got to do the draft.
Absolutely. No. This is my point. This is my thought. Is like, okay, I'm getting all the fill, and in fact, even if I feel fed up with it, I'm gonna go through with it, so that when I come back, I'm like.
Yeah, and
I'm over, and then following years is only going to be a month that I would be away.
Yeah, but the best thing the next time
right after the NFL season.
The next time you go, we're just going to come with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, well, if it, I'll go for 2 weeks. I'll go for 2 weeks. I don't know if I'll bring Ad.
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. Okay, are we done? We're fucking done. Any lasting chat? Kilo, you're about to see your boy get fucking shanked here. Is this your pen?
All right.
I don't know. Do we have anything else we have to say? BW1 is finally dead. It's got blood on his computer.
Hey, Fuck you, Michael, if you're still here. But other than that,
I think here, 1 sec.
Let's go Cowboys. Sometimes I'm in my room.
Yo, for the Bandwagon Boys, AJ in fucking Vietnam, Adam molesting me for half the goddamn show, and your host, Anthbest. We out. We will be back. Are we going to do Sunday next week?
Yeah.
Sunday?
Sunday
Next week? Okay, same time next week. Sunday.
Times I really
Want this shit.
At times I wanna walk away. Most times wanna talk my shit. Sometimes I